Hello boys and girls, and welcome to my preview and predicted lineup for the FA Cup final against Chelsea this weekend from Wembley Stadium. And I'm a little bit gutted because it's of course a final, but we are not allowed in the stadium. We already know this. We know it's one of those things that we're just going to have to deal with at the moment, but no fans in a cup final. On a personal level, the reason why I'm gutted is because this is going to be my first cup final that I miss since my first ever one in the 1987 season when we played here at Wembley against Liverpool. Now, for all of you that are not old enough to remember that final, it was the final known as the Charlie Nicholas final, and also Ian Rush, because when he scored first for Liverpool, they never lost a game. He scored first here at Wembley, and then Charlie Nicholas with a couple of goals wins us what was then the Littlewoods Cup. It's now the Carabao Cup, and believe me, back then that was a big trophy. A year later we came back here against Luton Town in the same competition and we lost. A year after that was Anfield 89, and we all know what happened there, and the start of an era and a period for Arsenal where we were winning trophies. So it's a huge game. Given the season that we have had, given the fact that it's been such a mess, if Mikel Arteta can pull out a master plan and beat Chelsea in this game, and we go and win the FA Cup final, how big will that be for the future of this club? How big will it be moving forward for everybody that is connected? How big will it be for the fan base and for us to be able to turn around and say, right, okay, it's been a poor season. We know it has. We know that in the Premier League we've been dreadful and everything else. But we've still got silverware. We've still got a trophy. There's teams out there that are desperate for a piece of silverware and they can't get near it. But yet there's us that seem to just keep getting to finals. This is our third final in 3 seasons. Now, of course, last year's final, Baku, well, we ain't got that far to travel this time at least. But that was against Chelsea. And we all know what happened in that. We got humiliated. We got battered. Eden Hazard put on an absolute masterclass for his final game for Chelsea. So I suppose the one benefit is that we don't have to worry about him. But they've still got players this year that are going to cause us problems if we do not switch on. The likes of Pulisic, the likes of Olivier Giroud. Big game players. And we're going to have to be fully switched on. And on the flip side, Chelsea are going to have to be wary of our big game players. The likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. If he's on form and he can put in the performances that he's been putting in this season on the big stage, or like he did against Manchester City here in the semi-final, we got a huge chance of winning. I cannot wait for this game. The team lineup is going to be crucial. What does Mikel Arteta do? What formation does he go with? Because he did tweak a few little things against Watford at the weekend. But does he revert back to type and go with that, 3 at the back? It's going to be so interesting. And I can't wait. I genuinely cannot wait. Just the one downside, like I keep saying, is that we can't be here. We can't be in the stadium. The sun is shining at the moment. The weather's meant to be absolutely beautiful on Saturday. And we're not going to be here walking up Wembley Way. Beautiful stadium. And we can't go in. I've tried everything. I've tried pulling every trick out of the book. I've even tried applying to be a steward for the game. But I'm not going to be in there. And it is what it is. But if we can get the victory, I don't really care, to be quite honest with you. I just want that piece of silverware, that piece on the mantle, and to use it as something to move forward under Mikel Arteta. And like I said, team lineup is going to be crucial. So with that said, I'm going to go and get into my starting 11. Starting off in goal, Emi Martinez, and this is a very straightforward decision. Leno has just returned to training, but he's nowhere near ready yet, and that will be something that we deal with next season. in 4 or 5 weeks' time. And for this game, Emi Martinez, and he's going to have a big game, just like he has been having in recent weeks or since he's took over from Leno. He has been exceptional. It's as simple as that. Now, in the back three, of course, no Mustafi. He is injured. So first of all, I'm going to go with Rob Holding. I think out of all the defenders that can come in, between himself and Sokratis, he will be the one. He played in the semi-final. He done well. He wasn't that great against Watford, to be fair. But I think that if he does play anything like he did against Manchester City, he will be absolutely fine. So that's what I will go with. Alongside him, I'm going to go with David Luiz. And a bit of a surprise that he played in the game against Watford. But no doubt he will start this game. If he performs like he did in the game against Manchester City, and he will need to, especially with the likes of Olivier Giroud, then we're going to need him to really step up and be a big game player, because he is a big game player. It's one of the experienced ones, and we need that from him. The last of that back three, I'm going to go with Kieran Tierney, and he's been exceptional since lockdown, and we're showing just what a player we have bought at the club, and he's been absolutely fantastic, and I can't say no more than that. And in the back three, he's been brilliant, and like Manchester City, I keep referring to that game. I need another performance like that, so he will play there, absolutely no question. In the wing back roles, first of all on the right hand side, Hector Bellerin, and he missed the game against Watford, precaution, but he is fit, and based on his recent performances over the last couple of weeks or so, he starts the game, and it's a credit to him, the way that he's turned things round and the way that he's starting to perform now. And yeah, no doubt, absolutely no doubt, I'll have him in the starting lineup. In the left wing back position, now this is where some decisions are going to have to be made, and I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles, based on the fact that he played in the semi-final. Now, it's cruel on Saka given the season he's had, but I just feel with the threat that Chelsea have, like Manchester City, we're going to have to go and nullify that area, and Maitland-Niles is better defensively in my opinion, so that's what I am going to go with. Now in the midfield too, first of all, Granit Xhaka, and he looked a little out of sorts against Watford, but what I will say is that I think it was more to do with the fact that he didn't want to overexert himself or get injured or something like that. But he's been brilliant. He's been one of our standout performers, and he's going to have a massive game if we're going to win this, and it's as simple as that. Alongside him, Dani Ceballos, now there's talks this week that he may well be coming back for the season on loan, and that a deal will be in place from Arsenal and Real Madrid, and if we can get that done, I for one will be happy, because since lockdown especially, he has been absolutely fantastic, and it's as simple as that. Dani Ceballos goes in there and next to Granit Xhaka. Now with the attacking three, first of all on the right hand side, Nicola Pepe, and I think he's done all right in recent weeks, to be fair, and he's going to have to really try and exploit Chelsea. He's going to have to run at their back line, because if there's one weakness with Chelsea, it is their back line. So run at them, attack them, commit them, cause problems, Nicola. Come on, man, please. We need to get this victory, and this is our big game player. This is why we paid the money we did, so we need him to perform. Simple as that. Nicola Pepe goes in there. On the left of that three, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the captain. And I'll tell you something, if he can lift that trophy come the end of the evening on Saturday, I for one will be absolutely buzzing. And I really hope it's a sign that, will be enough for him to say, I'm going to sign the contract. We need a big game from you, Oba, and I'm praying we get it. So pretty straightforward decision. In the middle of that three, I'm going to go with Alexandre Lacazette. Now, the last few weeks, he has been exceptional. He's been so good. That's what I like to see from Lacazette. More of that. And we will hopefully see it again. If he scores, then yeah, we definitely will be celebrating, that's for sure. Big game player. He scores in all the big games, man. And I want to see it again from Alexandre Lacazette. So there we go. That is it. That is the preview. That is the predicted lineup from Wembley Stadium. My apologies if there's some noises in the background. There's loads of building work going on. We can't even walk around Wembley like we used to, but the sun is shining. We are here We are ready for the FA Cup final. And I tell you something, those twin towers, the arch, whatever you want to call it now, it better be shining red on Saturday evening. Because we need to get this, man. We need to do it. Please, Arsenal, go and get the victory, man. We will wait and see. Team lineup is going to be important. The way that we play is going to be important. And if we do everything right, like we did in the Manchester City game, then you know what? We can win this. Because they can be got at. But at the same time, let's be cautious. Let's be careful. Because Chelsea are also very, very dangerous. Listen, I can't say no more now. There's going to be the live watch along from Box Park at Wembley with AFTV. You can expect all my usual daily shows and DTFC on my own DTFC channel. Links in the description for that. And then, of course, player ratings. And we will see whether I am smiling for those player ratings. And then we're going to be doing end of season reviews. So if you're new around there, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.